Gennaro, okay, over to Gennaro. We've got more food coming. Risotto, how far are we away on that?
Well, we are nearly ready, about 2-3 minutes. What actually I've done, I chopped on very fine onions and I sweated in olive oil. Then I had some rice, toasted rice, which I cooked for just a minute. And add some very, very good wine inside. And well in advance I made some stock, you can see, with some courgette inside, carrots and onions, and slowly I cooked. Now, I had some lovely courgette flour, which I haven't used yet. I cleaned, I chopped, and some lovely basil, which also prepared here. And plus, I kept the seeds.
The stamen.
The stamen.
Now, that's supposed to be bitter.
Yes? You try when I do it. No, no.
Okay.
And then I had some very small courgette, which I fried very quick with some basil. At this stage, the risotto is almost ready, so I put everything inside and I stir it, because I don't actually want it to cook.
So as you know, risotto is based around a good stock. Slowly sweating those onions off, you know, the sofrito as the Italians call it. You add the rice, the wine, and you give it that sort of 18 minutes.
Yeah, usually about 80 minutes.
And you give it a stir every now and again, give it a bit of love. And what I love about this is that until just now, there was just rice and stock. You couldn't have anything more humble and basic. And then all of a sudden, the Italian stallion adds the flowers, which his neighbour used to throw away, some basil, a knob of butter, a little bit of parmesan. Oh, and the stamens go in that everyone tells you not to eat. Yes, my love. One sec.
How do you make risotto so that the rice isn't too hard or not too watery?
Right. How do you make risotto so it's not too hard or too watery? Gennaro, I'm going to let you answer that.
What you actually do, the base of the risotto, you have to toast it, the risotto. Make sure you toast it. The word tostare the risotto, which is making the rice, when you start to cook at the beginning, to create a kind of a metal jacket, which you do not actually will...
fry the rice.
Yeah, you know, you will not actually, the rice will get all the starch out straight away. Slowly, exclude all the gluten. The gluten. But because you've toasted it, also the rice will stay lovely crisp right to the end. And this is also the risotto supposed to be al dente.
So, yeah, and to your question, a lot of British people, a lot of people out of Italy, should I say, they, you know, you see these fancy little chefs in their fancy little restaurants charging their fancy prices, and they'll get their funny little ring mould and they'll put it on a plate, and they'll get this thing they call a risotto in it, and they'll smear it off, take the ring off, and it'll be like a little cylindrical thing. Great. And then they'll put a couple of little fish fillets on there and a bit of garnish, and any risotto worth its salt in the world could never hold anything. Do you know what I mean? And really it's that, you know, adding of the stock and the butter, and you add the stock and you add the stock until it's like porridge, till it oozes. So really just be confident to keep adding stock or water even. And it's really the parmesan, the butter and the liquid that create that silky ooziness that's lovely.
Also make sure that the rice is undercooked, because it's so hot that while you put them in a plate will carry on cooking. But you want it to the bite, which you have to chew it longer and taste it better, you know. And that is have to be you have to just have a little bit of crackling inside.
Not undercooked as in, I always say the rice is ready when it's a pleasure to eat. Not when it's like a sponge. You know, when you can eat it and it's a pleasure. When you can eat it and you don't have to have a drink every time you have a mouthful. So Gennaro, look, let's have a little close-up on this. And darling, we're going to get you to have a little try of this. You can tell, if you just move it from one side to the other, you can see it just... Can you see that? You can almost see him tossing that. Go on then, big boy, plate it up.
And then you plate it up, slowly, nicely. I'm going to make a big risotto.
This is just with the flowers, so it's just that Polonese. It's just the flowers of the courgette. There's no courgettes in it. It's just the courgette flowers. So the flavour is so subtle, delicious, more chilli.
I made a large one. The reason why then everybody can taste it. Don't forget, to have just a little bit of olive oil on top, and buon appetito.
Round of applause, Gennaro. Thank you. Right, I'm going to be very blatant about this. Here's the spoons. Keep them with you. Have a little try up. Oh my God. Thank you, Gennaro. Brilliant. So good.